Interesting facts about famous people.
Sam Elliott, Western movies. Tall, thin, wiry, Sam Elliott is the classic picture of the American cowboy. Elliott began his acting career on the stage. His film debut was in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. One of the most recognized and beloved actors that appears in westerns, known for his iconic mustache. Inducted into the International Mustache Hall of Fame in 2015, inaugural class, in the category Film and Television. As of 2019, he has appeared in 3 films that were Oscar nominated for Best Picture: Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, Up in the Air, 2009, and A Star is Born, 2018. Quote, "I don't want to be known as a sex symbol. There's a great stigma that goes with that tag. I want to be a Sam Elliott." Elliott has appeared in westerns over decades now. Let's take a look at these westerns today. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. Directed by George Roy Hill. In the classic Western film, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, we follow the lives of 2 charismatic outlaws, Butch Cassidy, Paul Newman, and the Sundance Kid, Robert Redford. Check out the early sepia scene where Sam faces off with Redford. Don't worry, no one gets hurt.
There's that possibility. Hey kid, how good are you?
Conager, 1991, directed by Ronaldo Villalobos. Pioneer woman Evie Teal, Catherine Ross, is headed west with her family to start a new life, only to have her husband, Jacob, Billy Green Bush, tragically die during the journey. Left to fend for herself and her 2 children in the middle of nowhere, Evie strikes up a friendship with cowboy Con Conager, Sam Elliott, who passes by while she's working as a food server, and Conager certainly can help, as the area is under constant threat of attack, being it from Apaches or local bandits.
Well, that's a life of an outlaw. Tough, ain't it?
He gained him one too many enemies.
Tried to shoot me in the back.
Sam Elliott, Catherine Ross, Louis L'Amour's Conager.
Gone to Texas, 1986, directed by Peter Levin. A biographical, dramatic history, war western film written by Frank Q. Dobbs and John Binder. From personal heartbreak to the epic fight for liberation, the glory of the Old West is captured in this grand life story of Sam Houston, the man whose bravery and vision led to the creation of Texas.
By God, I will hold it. With what?
If General Cost couldn't hold this place against your small troop, how do you hope to defend it against Santa Anna? This is a death trap, Jim. You've got to destroy the Alamo.
I Will Fight No More Forever, 1975. Directed by Richard Heffron. Based on a true story, this film focuses on the plight of Nez Perce Native American leader, Chief Joseph, Ned Romero, and his decision to defy the US government's demand to relocate his tribe from their territory to the smaller reservation in Idaho. The tribe tries to flee across several states with the US cavalry in pursuit. Led by General Oliver O. Howard, James Whitmore. Howard is impressed with Chief Joseph's war tactics, but is nevertheless determined to force surrender. Sam Elliott as Captain Wood.
I know your heart, General Howard. Young men who say yes or no. It is cold, and we have no...
Molly and Lawless John, 1972, directed by Gary Nelson. An American film, stars Vera Miles and Sam Elliott. The film was nominated for a Golden Globe Award in 1973. Molly, the shy, romance-starved wife of an arrogant frontier sheriff, finds herself drawn to a prisoner in her husband's jail. The prisoner, a handsome young man named Johnny, Sam Elliott, plays on Molly's sympathy and convinces her to help him escape. Molly then accompanies Johnny on his cross-country flight, but soon learns he's been simply using her. Molly makes the best of the situation, however, and by the time the sheriff's posse catches up with them, Molly shows that she's learned how to assert herself. The Desperate Trail, 1995, directed by P.J. Pesco, a action crime fiction drama thriller western film, written by P.J. Pesco and Tom Abrams. After years of suffering under her beating husband, Sarah decides to no longer take any humiliation or battery, and kills him. For that, Sam Elliott, Marshal Bill Speaks, her father-in-law, sentences her to the gallows. During a failed hold-up on the coach, she escapes, but Jack Cooper manages to snatch away the transported $2,500 from her, which she would have needed to start a new life. So she follows him to get it back. Soon they have to team up against the Marshal, who wants her dead so badly, he doesn't mind breaking the law.
Tino. I'm the one you want. Come on, do it.
Say goodnight, girl.
The High-Low Country, 1998, directed by Stephen Frears. Cowboy pals Pete Calder, Billy Crudup, and Big Boy Matson, Woody Harrelson, come back to the range after fighting in World War II. Pete hopes to return to the simplicity of cattle herding, but wealthy local rancher Jim Ed Love, Sam Elliott, warns him that the ways of the Old West have vanished. Big Boy boozes, brawls, bets, and wins the affections of the town's married temptress, Mona, Patricia Arquette. Down-to-earth Josepha, Penelope Cruz, yearns for Pete, but he wants what Big Boy has.
Your friend is stealing a man's wife.
One look at her, you know she's worth the risk. Hell.
I'll see you boys coming begging.
Spurk is gonna kill Big Boy.
And I'm gonna have to kill less. Big Boy!
The Quick and the Dead, 1987, directed by Robert Day, a Western television movie based on the 1973 novel by Louis L'Amour, starring Sam Elliott, Duncan and Susanna McCaskill, a young married couple travelling west with their son, hoping to start a new life. Along the way, they stop in a small town where they meet a gang of bandits, led by Doc Shabbat. After Duncan unintentionally angers the gang, he and Susanna flee the town, but Shabbat leads his men in pursuit of revenge. A mysterious stranger by the name of Con Valian, Sam Elliott, helps the family as they try to find a new home and protects them from Shabbat's gang. The Sackets, 1979, directed by Robert Totten. A made-for-television western, The Sackets combines the plot lines from two separate Louis L'Amour novels, The Daybreakers and The Sackets. In this film, the three Tennessee-raised Sackett brothers migrate to the West following the conclusion of the Civil War. Sam Elliott, Tom Selleck, and Jeff Ostrich had such a good time doing this project together, they reunited on another Louis L'Amour story, The Shadow Riders, 1982.
Yes.
The Shadow Riders, 1982, directed by Andrew V. McLaughlin. Mac Taven, Tom Selleck, is a Civil War veteran who fought for the North, while his brother Dal, Sam Elliott, was allied with the South. In spite of the considerable point of contention, the siblings must work together when they find that other family members have been abducted, along with Dal's girlfriend, Kate, Catherine Ross, joined by their troublemaking uncle, Black Jack, Ben Johnson. Mac and Dal relentlessly pursue the criminals to rescue their relatives.
Western author Louis L'Amour. My God, I ought to kill you. Comes a breathtaking adventure with an all-star cast.
Stop this train. Do it now.
Tombstone, 1993, directed by George P. Cosmatos. A Western drama unravels the story of an infamous lawman, Wyatt Earp, Kurt Russell, who retires to Tombstone, Arizona. He's accompanied by his brothers, including Virgil Earp, Sam Elliott, and Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer, a volatile gambler. As they strive for a peaceful life, their tranquility is shattered by the ruthless cowboy gang. The ensuing conflict leads to the legendary gunfight at the OK Corral. The movie brims with high-stakes confrontations and historic characters, offering an intense exploration of brotherhood and justice in the dangerous Wild West. You Know My Name, 1999, directed by John Kent Harrison. Fact-based biography of early film producer and director Bill Tilghman, Sam Elliott. Tilghman was a real-life cowboy who rode with the Earps and faced down countless bad guys. When he turned to films, he was determined to make authentic westerns, rather than the fake carrying on of Tom Mix and other western movie stars of the day. The only problem was that no one wanted to see his non-stars in any story. Arliss Howard co-stars as a cocaine-addled law enforcement nemesis of Tillman, who attempts to stop him at every turn.
Well, I could use an assistant. As long as you put these away. And don't ever let me catch you fooling with them again. Comprende? Amigo?
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.